Are we live? Are we here? Love and Hip Hop ATL shouting. Season 6, episode 7, Grapes of Wrath. Y'all know how we do, back with the big ridiculous hair for a big ridiculous production that is Love and Hip Hop ATL shout. I hope that you guys have your headphones on because we are about to dish, girl. We are about to dish, okay? This was a crazy episode. There was a little bit of sensical things going on, and there were also a lot of foolishness and fuckery that took place on last night on episode 7 of Love and Hip Hop ATL shouting Grapes of Wrath. Good morning. I hope that you guys have your headphones in because we are about to get redonkulous. Make sure you thumbs this video up for your girl. If you're new in here, you just so happen to stumble across this video, hit that subscribe button and make sure that you ring that bell so that you get notifications for every time that I go live or every time I upload a brand new video. Now, how many of you guys in here right now actually watched last night's episode of Love and Hip Hop ATL shouting? I low-key enjoyed last night's episode, even though it's always on some foolishness and fuckery. I low-key enjoyed last night's episode. I don't know about anybody else. What's up? Good morning, everybody. I'm apologizing if I missed your name because my computer screen is acting ridiculous. But I do see your names over there. What's up, Black Diamond? What's up, Queen Slapper-Ho? Let's go ahead and get into it. Y'all know that I have my notes here. We're going to get right into it, okay? Look, first thing that happened, because y'all know I'll sit here and talk to y'all all day long. Okay, Carly Red actually met up with Sierra. Now, that's why I told y'all it seems like all of these ladies on this show, and I'm not trying to, make them feel no type of way, but it seems like all of the ladies on this show are somehow, some kind of way, BFFs. But anyway, Carly Red is apparently friends with Sierra. So she meets up with Sierra because she heard about the foolishness that went on at Jocelyn's video shoot. Because we know Jocelyn is actually shot a music video, Baby Daddy, and Sierra was a part of this video. Well, she was supposed to be a part of this video, but she wasn't able to stick around. So she basically tells Carly Red that, Mariah no longer works at the glam shop. And she also tells Carly Red that she kicked Shooter out of the house because, she's been with Shooter all these years and she just can't believe that he would actually do something like this to her and sleep with her assistant. Now, look, Mona Scott, girl, Mona fucking Scott. Okay, Mona fucking Scott. Number one, Carly Red says she doesn't understand how she always getting into the middle of these cheating scandals because you messy as fuck. Okay, you're messy as fuck. You always running your ass to the scene of the crime. Whenever somebody got any type of drama going on, you're always running to the scene of the crime. That's why you're always in the middle of these cheating scandals and always in the middle of some type of drama, because you're always running to the scene of the fucking crime. But Mona Scott tripped me out when Sierra got in her confessional and she was like, he hurt me to the core. Why in the fuck did Mona Scott put that on the teleprompter for her to repeat Mimi's line? We all know that Mimi is famous for saying, he hurt me to the core. Now you saying he hurt you to the core, girl? I don't know if you were saying that shit to be funny, but she was like, he hurt me to the core. Girl, did anybody else peep that shit? Did anybody else peep that shit? He hurt me to the core. Really? But Carly Red, you messy as fuck. And it seems like anytime there's anything going on in anybody's relationship, any type of drama that's going on, you're always in the middle of it because you're always running to the scene of the fucking crime. Just fucking saying. But he hurt her to the fucking core. And I was like, I can't believe Mona even put that on that fucking teleprompter. I'm just saying. But anyway, now look. Of course, Carly Red is trying to be the mediator, even though she's the messy motherfucker in the whole situation. She's trying to be the mediator. So she pretty much tells Sierra that she needs to call up Mariah and actually have a sit-down conversation with her. And I'm like, what? She need to have a sit-down conversation with her for what? Because she's apparently telling her that, men lie, which they do. Women lie too. But Carly Red is telling Sierra, in order for you to actually get the truth as to how all of this took place, you need to have a sit-down conversation with Mariah because she gonna give you the true tea. So she's like, I don't know about all that. So, but that's what's called. That's Carly Red's solution is for Sierra to actually have a sit-down conversation with Mariah. Miss Gina said, but doesn't Mona tell her to do that though? Tell her to do what? I'm confused. But yeah. But anyway, Waka Flocka, oh goofy ass, is having like a daddy daughter date with Charlie, that is Tammy's daughter. You know, he's been with Tammy 5-6 years, so you know she's like his daughter. You know, he looks at Charlie as though she is his daughter, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And what I can say, Tammy's daughter is beautiful, but she's silly as hell. I think that little girl is funny as fuck. She's funny as hell to me. And she's child appropriate, if you ask me. I think she's very, very funny. But she got plenty of sense. Now look, Waka Flocka asked the little girl, "What do you think I should get your mama?" And I'm kind of like, what? He's like, "What do you think I should get your mama as a way to apologize to her?" And that little girl is like, you know, she pretty much got everything. She got a bunch of purses. She got a bunch of shoes, because he wants to actually buy her a gift in order to apologize. And I hate when men do that. A lot of men feel like they can just give you some money, or they can just buy you some clothes or a purse, or they can just do these materialistic things for you, and they think everything is going to be okay. And it's sad that that little girl got more sense than Waka Flocka in this situation. She's like, no, you can't just buy her now. Mama got everything. She literally has everything. So the little girl's like, no, if anything, you know, maybe you can take her, you know, to her favorite restaurant or something like that, in order to, you know, y'all sit down and have a conversation. And I was like, it's sad that this little girl got more sense than your big grown ass to think that you could just buy me something or buy Tammy something in order for her to just, you know, forgive you. And like I said, I think the little girl is funny as hell, and she got plenty of sense. Okay. Now look, Tommy, let's talk about Tommy. Y'all, Tommy is at this wine brewers, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what they call these places where the people actually make wine. Tammy has actually created her own wine. Okay, she's got a bottle of wine that she herself has created. And of course, everybody has the same thoughts that I had when she basically told us that, you know, she created some wine. I was thinking to myself, really? I mean, girl, you're an alcoholic, and you mean to tell me the thing that you decided to get as your hustle is to make some fucking wine? And everybody was like, damn, you know, that's just like a crackhead trying to sell some fucking crack. Everybody said the same thing. And that's exactly what I was thinking when I saw her at this wine place talking about she has her own line of wine now. I was like, what? How the fuck you gonna be an alcoholic making your own fucking wine? But anyway, KK shows up. She invites KK to this place where she's making this wine. And I don't know about nobody else. KK was looking real thotty, okay? But she was looking good. I don't know if y'all peeped that. For KK to be as old as she is, KK looks very, very good. But she had on this little skin tight dress with a damn slit, almost showing her booty crack and all this other type of shit. She was looking good, but she was looking real thotty. But anyway, KK basically tells her the exact same thing that I just said. She said that she feels like it's kind of silly for somebody who's an alcoholic to be, you know, basically creating some wine. I mean, it just don't look right for you to be an alcoholic. You haven't really gotten any real help, and you're talking about, you know, having your own wine. I'm just saying. But like I said, KK is giving Tommy some really, really good advice. She basically tells her, you know, I think you need to go and get some help. And of course, whenever you got a person who feels like they don't necessarily have a problem, they don't really feel like they need any help. And Tommy, obviously, like in real life, not just on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but apparently Tommy has a real life drinking problem. I mean, if you guys saw the video that was posted a couple of months ago, I shared it on my ThickChickVlogs Facebook page. Tommy was actually arrested for driving drunk. Then when the police pulled her over, she jumped in the back seat and was pretending like somebody else was driving. I mean, she really has a real life problem with drinking. KK got her body done. Girl, wow, I can believe it. But like KK said, a crackhead ain't gonna make no money selling crack. How the fuck you gonna be a crackhead selling crack? You gonna smoke up all your shit. Okay, basically. Now, like I said, KK was basically telling her some real shit, and she was telling her that, you know, if you want to be successful with your, you know, you creating this line of wine, I want you to be successful, but in order for you to be successful being an alcoholic, you're definitely going to need to get you some type of professional help. And I 1000% agree with KK on that. And I hope that Tommy takes her up on that. Basically, you know, takes heed to what she was saying and realize that KK is not trying to throw shade at her. She's basically telling her some real life shit. Tommy got her body. I'm talking about KK girl. Now, Tommy said what a lot of alcoholics and a lot of drug addicts say. She basically said that she drinks in order to soothe her problems. Basically, she said that she carries a lot of other people's problems on her back. I guess she takes care of her family. I guess, whenever you on the come up, you on this reality show, you making a little bit of money now. I guess she got a few coins, so she takes care of a lot of people. So she feels like she has a lot of weight on her back, and she kind of drinks in order to basically, I guess, forget about all of her fucking problems. Okay. And of course she get to crying and all that types of shit. Now she's going to be having a wine tasting, and she wants to invite her mother to this wine tasting. But we all know in the, 2-3 episodes ago, her and her mom had this huge blowout after Tommy went to jail, for some shit that went on with Jocelyn when she apparently tried to run Jocelyn off the road. All of this shit went on, and she went to jail, and apparently she was calling her mom to bail her out of jail, and her mom didn't answer the phone, and she felt some type of way about that. So it was this huge altercation between her and her mother, and they haven't spoken since. She wants her mom to come, and well, then again, she says she low-key wants her mom to come, but she knows all this drama that's going on between them, so she's not really sure if her mom would come. And KK said some shit that I wanted to say. I wanted to jump through that fucking screen and be like, look, anybody who's having any types of issues with their parents, be it your mother or your father, your sister or your brother, if that shit can be amended, if it can be reconciled, look, you only get one. Okay, you only get one mom, you only get one daddy. I understand that you can have several brothers and sisters, but family, I mean, you only get one family. And if it is something that can be reconciled, I mean, do that shit. Life is short as hell. You got people around here dying every single day, every hour on the hour. So if it's something that you can reconcile it. So KK basically told her, girl, look, you need to go and reach out to your mama. I understand your mama got problems, you got problems, but y'all need to work that shit out, because I mean, shit, you only get one. Just saying. Just checking, because I know this was filmed months ago, so now it should be out. Maybe she should get a brand of Mona Mix Moscato. What? Anyway, now I already told y'all about her saying that she feels some type of way about KK telling her that she's an alcoholic, because apparently she don't drink every day. I mean, people don't realize that you don't necessarily have to drink every day in order to be considered an alcoholic. Just saying. Queen Slapperho said, why can't she get counseling instead of being on Love and Hip Hop acting crazy? Girl, because counseling not going to pay her no money. She can get counseling while still being on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, Waka Flocka met up with his mama Deb, because if y'all don't know, Deb was really upset with Waka Flocka after Tammy and him and the whole Tammy separation thing, because Deb loves Tammy like she's her own blood daughter. It's very obvious that this woman loves Tammy, okay? And Deb basically tells him some real ass shit. She was like, you can't just keep hurting this woman like this. Now and I didn't even know it was 3 times. I honestly, I thought it was more than that, but apparently he actually got caught cheating on Tammy, not 1, not 2, but 3 fucking times. Now he tells Deb about how in the last episode he showed up to Tammy's house with that Liberty ass fucking suitcase, thinking he just finished, just roll up in the joint like ain't nothing ever happened. And Deb is like, no, you can't just roll up in the house thinking that we just finna kiss and make up and we finna be rolling around in the bed. That ain't how it works, okay? You can't sit there and hurt me, cheat on me, do all of this shit and think that you just gonna pack your little, drawers and shit in your suitcase. You're gonna come back in the house and I'm just gonna be like, oh, hey, how you doing, baby? I missed you. No, it don't work like that. Like Deb told him, you're gonna really have to put in some serious work in order to show this woman that you're sorry and show this woman that you're never gonna hurt her like this again. I mean, basically, because like Deb said, you didn't make this woman extremely insecure. When you got a person that that you've been with for X amount of years, and this person constantly cheating on you, you start to think like, damn, what the fuck is wrong with me? I know that you shouldn't think like that. But if you got somebody who's constantly fucking over you, you'll start to think something is seriously wrong with you. Shay Taxi said, what do you think about Deb's confessional look? That's the best I've ever seen her. She looks beautiful. She looks really, really good. I loved her hair. But yeah, she basically tells him, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to basically get right. If you're not gonna get right, you need to leave that girl alone. You don't need to continue to hurt her. If you know for a fact that you're not gonna act right, you need to leave her alone. Period, point blank, exclamation point. Now, he proceeds to tell Deb that Tammy's stubborn and all this shit. My thing is this: what makes Tammy stubborn? Waka Flocka. I'm not understanding what makes her stubborn. Because she don't want you fucking around on her, that makes her stubborn. What? I don't get it. I mean, the fact that he called this girl stubborn, I was confused by that chick. I was trying to figure out what makes her stubborn. The fact that she don't just want to, accept you just rolling up with this little bitty ass suitcase, basically just telling her that you're sorry and her not just immediately accepting your apology. That makes her stubborn. I was like, what? I didn't get that shit. And of course, Deb is like, it's not about being stubborn. It's about you constantly hurting her. You gonna have to make the shit right. Now, she was like, hell, motherfucker, it ain't like this your first time cheating on this girl. You're a repeat offender. You done cheated on her multiple times. Not only did you cheat, I mean, you got a lot of people, if you cheat on somebody once, a lot of times you got a person who can forgive a person for cheating on them once. Like Deb said, you ain't cheat on her one time, you're a repeat fucking offender. That's just like a person who go to jail for possession of marijuana or something, and they get arrested by this particular police officer. A month later, they get caught with weed again. After you done sat there and told this police officer, okay, you ain't gonna never catch me with weed no more. Okay, please let me go. Motherfucker, I done caught you 2, 3, 4 times with weed and you keep telling me that I'm not gonna catch you with the shit again. And I'm the same police officer that keeps pulling you over and you got weed on you. You are a fucking repeat offender. You like the boy that cried wolf. I'm not gonna believe what you say just because you said it out your damn mouth. No. You need to put that shit into action, okay? If you tell me that you're not going to hurt me again, you're sorry for putting me through this, prove it. Prove it. That's all I'm saying. Leah said at the end of the day, she took him back and tried to shame women with higher self-respect. So dead topic. Leah, I agree with you. I 1,000% agree with you. I'm just reviewing the episode. I already know that it's on some fuck shit, and I already discussed the fact that Tammy owns some bullshit by telling women that they're weak for basically leaving their cheating ass husbands. Like I said, I'm not an advocate for nobody leaving their husband, but at the same time, to each his or her own. But definitely don't say that a woman is weak for having more self-respect, for, basically deciding to remove herself from a detrimental situation like that. But again, I'm just discussing the episode, girl. Discussing the episode. Now look, all right, but Tammy basically telling him he gonna have to put in that work, and you can't bring nobody else to my door. So basically, in so many words, she basically told him, Tammy's my daughter-in-law. You better work that shit out because you better not bring no other thought to my damn door. Basically telling me that this your new girlfriend. Queen Slapperhost said the storyline is not worth seeing because we know they together right now. True, that's true. That's true. I mean, but it's the same with Stevie J and Jocelyn. Are we going to say that? It's the same with Stevie J and Jocelyn. We already know that Bonnie Bella is Stevie J's daughter. We all already know that. Just saying. So it's a whole lot of these storylines that's complete and utter bullshit. But anyway, Young Jock is performing at a lounge, okay? Because we all know that Young Jock is a rapper. So he's performing at a lounge, and of course, Tommy comes to support him because we all know that him and Tommy are low-key fucking, to be completely honest with you. I'm assuming they fucking, okay? Or at least they pretending like they fucking for Young Jock to have a storyline. So Tommy's there to support him, and of course you got Dime there and all of this shit, okay? Now, Dime proceeds to ask, basically, are they dating? She asks Tommy and Young Jock, are they dating in order to get back at Carly Red? Well, she's low-key, she's asking that question to Tommy because Young Jock, what's his point of getting back at Carly Red? And Tommy's basically like, no, this ain't got shit to do with Carly Red, even though she already said that, she's gonna pay Carly Red back for fucking with Scrap. We already know that shit. Now, hold on, y'all. Sorry, I wrote some fucked up shit up on here. I'm sorry. But Jessica Dime proceeds to tell Tommy and Young Jock that she feels like it's a good idea for Carly Red to be informed about Tommy and Young Jock dating. My thing is this: why? Why is it important for Carly Red to know that Young Jock and Tommy are dating. I mean, that's why I said some of these motherfuckers need to mind their own fucking business. You and Tommy have known each other for 2 seconds. You and Carly Rae aren't really fucking with each other like that. I mean, you talk every now and then, but I'm kind of like, really? Why you feel like it's important for you to go back and tell Carly Rae about Tommy and Young Jock having relations? I mean, I'm just not understanding your purpose for even saying that you feel like Carly Rae needs to find out about that. But anyway, now Jock tells Tommy about how he found out about the fight between her and Treasure, okay? Because we know that Treasure wanted to meet up with Tommy to basically apologize to her for basically saying that she was the bottom of the fucking barrel. And shit went left. Tommy went to throwing grapes at the girl and all this type of shit. And she's like, how you found out about that? But she doesn't know that Treasure actually is an intern at Young Jock's morning show. So he pretty much tells her that's how I found out. You know, she's my understudy. She's my understudy. Cat that loves the kids said Jock and Carly ain't even exclusive. Exactly. Young Jock and Carly, he's I mean, it's not like he's doing this shit behind Carly Rae's back, because he's told Carly Rae to her face that, look, I'm not trying to be in a relationship with you. It's not something that I'm trying to do. We just chilling. I'm not trying to say that you my man, I'm your man and you my girl. That's not what we doing here. We just fucking, you got some good cooter. I mean, he told her this shit to her face. So why she getting upset about anything that he's doing, I'm not understanding. If you got a problem with Young Jock being a hoe, leave him alone, because you already know he a hoe. Clearly he's a hoe. He done fucked over on you a couple of different fucking times. But anyway, someone told her he had a threesome with Tommy. Who are you talking about, Queen Slap a Hoe? Now, Tommy says that she's trying to change, but she's never going to be a saint. I don't know if anybody else can tell me what Tommy has done to appear like she's changing. I don't know, okay? I don't know, but I haven't seen any types of changes that she's been trying to make in order to, you know, be a better person. But according to her, she's trying to change. But I haven't seen any fucking changes, because you snapping on everybody. You fighting everybody. You look to be the same exact fucking person to me, to be completely honest. I don't see nothing that you've done. But anyway, again, that's just me. Somebody can probably check me on that and tell me something that she's done to appear like she is trying to better herself. Leave that in the comment section down below. Okay, just goddamn saying. But she tells them about her, you know, starting this wine business, how she, you know, she's creating her own line of wine. And Young Jock is like, girl, you know what? That's the reason why your ass going crazy fighting everybody, because you sipping on all this goddamn wine. That's your goddamn problem. Now, she proceeds to invite them to her wine tasting, because we know that she is going to be launching this new wine. So she wants to invite people to taste it, to basically give her their opinions, to let her know if they actually like the shit. Leah said the only change I see in her is I'm changing. Exactly. The only change I see is you actually saying that you're changing. Simone said, I really don't see what these women see in Young Jock. Something about a man wearing a lace front wig just don't do it for me. How would look both of y'all getting in the Halle Berry cut? Girl, you know what attracts a lot of people to these men who, you know, you or I may not find attractive. I don't think Young Jock's the ugly man, but anytime you have someone who has a name, anybody who is, you know, considered to be a famous person, that's what attracts people to people. I mean, that's just like Forrest Whitaker, okay? And I'm not trying to be funny, but you or I may not think that Forrest Whitaker is attractive, but if Forrest Whitaker come to you and like, girl, you know what? I got a couple of $1 million if you fuck with me. Girl, you trust me. Have you seen Forrest Whitaker's wife? The woman is beautiful as hell. And a lot of people are like, I cannot believe how did Forrest Whitaker get with this woman? Do you not know how he got with her? Girl, because he's Forrest Whitaker. Okay, he is Forrest Whitaker. That's how he got with her, because he got a name, he got some money. Yeah, if you an ugly ass man and you got a little bit of money, that's how you can get with these people. Just saying. But anyway, let's move on. Sierra decides to meet up with Mariah because, of course, Carly Rae made the suggestion that she needs to have a sit-down conversation with Mariah if she wants to get the 100% truth as to why Shooter decided to fuck around with Mariah. Okay, so Sierra meets up with Mariah, and apparently she said Mariah was blowing up her phone. My thing is, why the fuck are you blowing up my phone? You cheated on you basically cheated with my husband. You're supposed to be my friend and assistant, and you basically cheated with my husband, so you're blowing up my phone? Why are you blowing up my phone? What do you have to say to me? Okay, what the fuck do you have to say to me to the point where you're actually blowing up my phone? But anyway, Sierra said, of course, she's like, this ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend thing. And a lot of people say that, a lot of people feel like when you're, just boyfriend, girlfriend, they feel like, of course, if you cheat with that person, it's not as bad because there's no type of, they didn't say vows in front of God. Basically that's what a lot of people feel. So she's like, this ain't no boyfriend, girlfriend thing. This is my husband. This is the person that I've been with for a very, very long time. This is the person that I have 2 children with. This is the person that I have a life and a family with. And she was like, do you know what marriage means? You basically don't respect marriage. And of course, Mariah's like, I know what marriage is. I know what marriage means. Apparently your husband don't know what marriage is and don't know what marriage means. So, of course, Sierra wants to know about, how all of this stuff happened. How did it come about, you cheating with my husband? I want to know exactly what happened. So Mariah tells her, the time that Sierra, apparently she had some type of a book signing or something like that. And, Shooter got drunk and she basically wanted Shooter to go home. But of course, she didn't want him to drive home. My thing is this, I'm pretty sure it was probably some dudes at this book signing that you could have put on Shooter duty to take Shooter home instead of putting your assistant on duty to send, take this man home. Now you should have had some kind of guy, some dude take him home. Because my thing is, if he's that inebriated, if he's that drunk, why would you send a female to take him home? What if he needs help getting out of the car, getting in the house, or some shit like that? But she basically tells her, that time you asked me to take him home, we was in the car, he was drunk, he started, touching on me and all this type of shit. He started feeling on my boobages and all this shit. And one thing led to another, and we ended up having sex. And of course, Sierra felt some type of way about that. She was like, girl, ain't no way in hell my husband was, feeling all on you and shit. You got the body of an 11-year-old boy. And girl, I fucking died. I fucking died, girl. She was like, you got the body of a 13-year-old boy. Really? Girl, and she low-key kind of do. She low-key kind of do got the body of a 13-year-old boy, girl, to be completely honest. Because we know all of the ladies in Atlanta, they've had all types of work done. They've had ass shots, semen, all kind of shit put, just shot up into their ass and things. And she low-key, for Mariah to be one of the girls on this show, she does look a little out of place because they got all kind of caulk and semen and shit stuck in their ass. So she does low-key look like a 13-year-old boy. And of course, this made her feel some type of way. And of course, she gets to arguing and all this. Now, look, I don't know what that was that Sierra picked up off the table to throw at Mariah. Was it her purse? But she damn sure looked like she was fucking struggling. Girl, you didn't want to throw that shit at her. Mona Scott put it on the cue cards that you need to pick something up and pretend like you're throwing it at her. So the closest thing to you was your purse. But why in the fuck you look like you were struggling to pick that shit up? Girl, you know why you were struggling to pick that shit up? Because you needed to wait until the security guards kind of got, in position, because I saw you kind of low-key looking like, damn, y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? I'm about to attempt to pick up this person. I'm about to pretend like I'm throwing the shit at her. I was like, girl, really? Because if you finna fight somebody for real, I'm not about to be struggling to pick my purse up and throw it at you. And number one, I'm not going to throw my purse at you anyway. I'd have threw something else on this fucking table at your ass, but I'm not going to throw my purse at you. But anyway, I fucking digress. Let's move on. Now, the thing about it is, Mariah was laughing. I don't know if y'all peeped that shit, but Mariah was laughing the whole time that they were fighting and shit, or they were, pretending like they were about to fight. She was laughing the whole fucking time, okay? And she tells Sierra, look, you don't want to pay me enough money in your shop, so guess what? I'm going to get your husband to pay me, okay? You don't want to pay me what the fuck I'm worth, so I'm going to get your husband to pay me. Now, let's move on to something else. Mariah patted her bra. Girl, yes, girl. She probably had all kind of tissue and shit in her damn bra. Mona is glorifying being the side chick and allowing married couples to look crazy. But yes, fix a flat and silicone caulking. Yes. Now, back at Tammy's house. Again, I think her daughter is adorable, and I think that she's very smart, okay? Now, Tammy decides to ask her daughter, how the daddy-daughter date went with Waka Flocka. Her daughter's telling her, she had a good time. She also is telling Tammy how she misses Waka Flocka. And that's the thing. That's one of the, the things that's bad about, people going through breakups, people going through divorces and things like that. Because anytime you have children that's in the middle of this, you kind of have to make life look normal for your kids again, because what's normal to your children is having their father around all the time. You know, they're used to seeing their daddy every day. And of course, the little girl tells Tammy how she misses Waka Flocka. She also tells Tammy how Waka Flocka says that he misses Tammy, and he also misses her, and how he just misses being in the house with them and them all being a family. And Tammy tells her something that's 1,000% true, and it's definitely something that you need to instill in your children, be it being men or women, be it boys or girls. You definitely need to instill it in them that, you know, sometimes things like this happen. Sometimes things just don't work out between adults. You know, if you know, if your father's not treating, you know, me like a princess or treating me like a queen, then sometimes you have to remove yourself from the situation. Same goes for a man. If, you know, a woman is not treating him like a, you know, a prince or a king, then sometimes you have to remove yourself from those situations. And I liked how she explained that to her daughter and asked her, did she understand? She said, yes, she understands. And then she proceeds to tell Tammy how Waka Flocka wanted to buy her purses and wanted to buy her shoes. And Tammy was like, you know what? I got a closet full of shoes. I got a closet full of purses. I don't need any shoes or purses. You know, she also tells her daughter, you know, sometimes when a person hurts you, you can't just offer them, you know, gifts in order to make everything okay. And that's 1,000% true. Like I said earlier, I hate when people think that they can just give you money, or they can just buy you an expensive purse or buy you some expensive shoes in order, you know, to make things right. That's not how it works. You have to put in work. You have to show me that you're genuinely sorry. But after Waka Flocka and cheated on her several times, I hope and pray he don't hurt this girl again. But of course, she didn't took him back. And, you know, I guess they live it happily ever after again. But, you know, like I said, I'm really going to be side-eyeing her ass if I see her on social media again, or if I see her on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta again, telling us that Waka Flocka and cheated again. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Vanity said, removing yourself sometimes is a better solution. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like how she was explaining her words to her as well, Shay Tastic. I thought that was great. I thought that was great. The little girl also tells her, Charlie also tells Tammy that, you know, Waka Flocka, you know, she basically told Waka that, you know, mama don't need no shoes, mama don't need no purses, but maybe you could take her to her favorite restaurant or something like that. And Tammy basically tells her, you know, I don't know, I'll think about it. I don't know, but I think it's a little too early for me to be going on a date with your daddy right now after what he did to me. That's basically what she tells Charlie. Now, we got Stevie J. We got Stevie fucking J. The results are back from the DNA test, okay? But before we talk about the results of the DNA test, Stevie J and Jocelyn have to go to court, because we know that Jocelyn served Stevie J with some papers, but Stevie J actually served Jocelyn with some papers of his own, okay? They went to court, and Stevie J basically told the judge that he wants custody of Bonnie Bella if it turns out that he's the father, and he also wants for Jocelyn to have to take a drug test. We all know, for those of you that are on social media, if you follow these celebrities or whatever, for those of you that don't know, Stevie J and Jocelyn have been going back and forth on social media for months, okay? She accused him of molesting Eva. He basically accused her of being a drug addict. I mean, they were just literally going back and forth on social media. So he basically tells the judge that he wants her to take a drug test, and he also wants custody of Bonnie Bella. Now, Jocelyn said something that I was kind of like, girl, you know what, girl, you telling 1,000% truth on this. She was like, I can't believe he didn't went into the court thinking that the judge about to give him sole custody of my daughter, when hell, he done been in and out of rehab his damn self. And that's 1,000% true. If y'all have been following Love and Hip Hop for a while, you already know that Stevie J done been to rehab 2, 3, 4 times. So if anything were to happen, if the judge was to grant custody to anybody, she wouldn't grant custody, she or he wouldn't grant custody to neither one of y'all, because both of y'all got fucking mental issues, okay? Now, like I said, the DNA test is back, and he is, of course, 99.9% the father. She was nervous about the results, but she was nervous about the results because she felt like Stevie J could have possibly found a shady ass paternity tester who was going to kind of rig the test to make it seem like he's not the father. That's why she was nervous about the results. According to her, she said she was nervous because she felt like he he had got somebody shady to actually perform the test. Now, she also said that she doesn't want him around Bonnie Bella at all. She also says that she's going to pick, once she have Bonnie Bella, she's going to pick up all her shit and she's going to move back to Miami. We know that's where her family is, in Miami. So she said that's where she was going to go once she had Bonnie Bella, because she did not want Stevie J to be around her daughter. Now, she also proceeds to say that he's going to cut a check and that's it. My thing is, why? You're the one who was all on social media accusing this man of being a child molester and all this other type of shit. You also, I'm just not understanding the reason why you don't want him to be around his daughter. I don't think Stevie J is that bad of a person to the point where you're not wanting him to be around Bonnie Bella. If anybody's a bad person, it's you for accusing somebody of molesting their daughter when they didn't. Leah said, I'm just waiting for ThickChick to break out in a Shaka Khan song with this look and mic. Girl, you a mess. Girl, you are a mess. Okay. Now we're at Tommy's wine tasting. A hot, shitty ass fucking mess. Now we're at Tommy's wine fucking tasting. Now Rashida shows up to the wine tasting. We know that we haven't seen Rashida since episode 2, episode 3 or some shit. We haven't seen Rashida and Mimi in a minute. We haven't seen Rashida and Mimi in a minute, but I guess, Mona Scott needed to sprinkle them into one of these episodes in order to be able to cut them a check. They needed to make some type of appearance to get a check. So, she tells them to show up to Tommy's wine tasting because we know that they don't fuck with Tommy like that. So Rashida's at Tommy's wine tasting. You got Mimi's there. You got Lil Scrappy that's there. You got Young Jock, KK, Tammy's even at this wine tasting. And of course, you got Jessica Dime that's at this wine tasting. Okay. And of course, lovely Mimi shows up. And I don't know if y'all peeped this shit, but lovely Mimi shows up and Young Jock and Lil Scrappy like, hey, because of course they apparently haven't seen lovely Mimi yet. Anytime they see a woman with a big ass ignorant ass booty, they eyes get it dangling and shit. So they see a new face, somebody that they can probably fuck with. So Young Jock and Lil Scrappy, they eyes dangling and all this type of shit. Okay. So lovely Mimi shows her man. Girl, you just got on the show and you already being low-key messy. I don't know if y'all picking up on that shit, but I'm like, really? She just got on the show and she already being messy as fuck. Now, can somebody tell me why? I don't know if I mentioned this before in a review of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, but can somebody explain to me why they're contouring Mimi's titties like that? Why in the fuck are they contouring Mimi's titties like that? Damn, that shit looks like one of those, what those breastplates look like that a lot of the drag queens wear. That's what that shit looks like on her chest. It looks like a fucking breastplate. They need to lay off the fucking contour. They need to lay off the bronzer on this girl's titties because it's doing too fucking much. I'm just saying, I'm getting sick of looking at Mimi's titties being all extra bronze and shit, looking like a fucking breastplate, because that's what it looks like. But anyway, they're all telling Tommy that the wine is good and all this type of shit. And Tammy tells her, and I think she made a great point. She was basically saying how people aren't really, aren't really supportive because she is, an alcoholic, and she's deciding to create her own bottle of wine. So people are kind of side-eyeing her about that. And Tammy basically tells her, it's a good thing that you're turning a negative thing into a positive thing. I hope it be a positive thing, because it could definitely be detrimental. Trust me when I tell you, it can definitely be detrimental if she's deciding to, start showing up drinking. Now that she's gonna have an endless supply of fucking wine. Just saying. Now, lovely Mimi ass proceeds to tell, she points at Jessica Dime and she's like, you know what? I haven't seen you since Jocelyn's music video. Just all off subject and all this shit. She's like, that's so nice that y'all are supportive of Tommy. And she points at Jessica Dime. She's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you since Jocelyn's music video. And of course, Tommy's like, you went to Jocelyn's music video. And we know that Jessica Dime and Tommy are supposed to be friends now. And we all know that Jessica Dime and Jocelyn were not getting along. They were fighting basically because Jocelyn low-key shaded Jessica Dime because Jessica Dime was this new tadpole in town, and Jocelyn felt like Jessica Dime was going to come to Atlanta and she was going to take her fucking shine, and Jocelyn was shading the fuck out of her. So Tommy feels some type of way about Jessica Dime going to Jocelyn's music video shoot, knowing the type of relationship that they have now, like knowing the drama that basically surrounds them. So she felt some type of way about Jessica Dime going to this wine tasting. She basically felt like she was an informant. She basically felt like she came to her wine tasting in order to be able to run back and tell Jocelyn all of her fucking business. So she felt like Jessica Dime was an informant, according to Tommy. Okay. Anyway, Tammy, according to Tammy said that she wanted to kind of lighten the mood or whatever because she can kind of tell that things were going left. So she proceeds to ask Jessica Dime, did Lovely Mimi do her nails? Now, at first, I didn't understand where the shade came from because I was like, why is Jessica Dime getting upset with Tammy for asking her if Lovely Mimi did her nails? I was like, why the fuck would you get upset about something like that? I didn't really understand. And I was like, why is she getting upset with Tammy for asking, did Lovely Mimi do her nails? And according to Tammy said she basically asked her that because she wanted to change the subject off of Jocelyn. Okay. Now, so Jessica Dime gets into her confessional and she's calling Tammy Miss Piggy, talking about she a dog-faced troll. And I was like, Jessica Dime, now look, I'm not gonna lie, both of y'all are beautiful. But Jessica Dime, for you to be calling Tammy's a very beautiful woman. For you to be calling this girl Miss Piggy, girl, you tried it right there. You tried it. Because if you sit there and put you and Tammy in a lineup, I guarantee you, if somebody had to pick who's the well, then again, I'm not even gonna go there. But like I said, she tried it on calling that girl Miss Piggy girl. She tried it. Basically, Jessica Dime thinks that because Tammy doesn't like Jocelyn, she thinks that's the reason why she was being rude. And like I said again, I didn't see how she was being rude because apparently Jessica Dime said she was basically trying to explain herself to Tommy as to why she went to Jocelyn's music video, and Tammy basically just asked her if Lovely Mimi did her nails. So she felt like Tammy interrupting her was her being rude. Okay. So she tells Tammy to calm down. And she was like, calm down for what? It's not even that serious. I was just confused about why that whole argument went on anyway. Real stupid to just throw that out there. I think Lovely Mimi was the one throwing shade. I do too. That's why I said I didn't really understand the reason why Jessica Dime got upset with Tammy, because I didn't think Tammy was being, rude or whatever. But again, that's just me. I think Son was mad because she was trying to tell them why she went to that video shoot. Tommy was cool till Dime tried Tammy. Tommy didn't go off on Lovely Mimi. She loves her some Tammy. They come for Jessica all the time, but Tammy does have an animal-esque face. Girl, you are a hot mess. Tommy friend, Lovely Mimi is Jocelyn friend though. Now, I guess the reason why Tommy's not upset with Lovely Mimi for being friends with Jocelyn is because Lovely Mimi wasn't around when, all of this shit took place. So Lovely Mimi really has nothing to do with all of the beef. And I guess the reason why Tommy's upset with Jessica Dime for basically reconciling with Jocelyn is because basically Jocelyn fucked over Jessica Dime, and Tommy feels like she's a weak ass motherfucker for basically making back up with her. Like I said, I think it's all childish and petty shit, but I'm thinking that's the reason and why. I think she's not upset with Lovely Mimi for being friends with Jocelyn because Lovely Mimi wasn't around when all the drama was going on. But again, that's my, my explanation as to why she's not upset with Lovely Mimi. Now, apparently the reason why Jessica Dime felt some type of way about Tammy even mentioning anything about her nails, because apparently there was some type of a beef they had on Instagram where Tammy got into Jessica Dime's inbox and she pretty much told Jessica Dime that she feels like anytime a woman turns 30, anytime they're over 30 years old, they really shouldn't be wearing colored hair. And again, some stupid shit. Stupid, childish shit. So apparently Tammy got into Jessica Dime's inbox or DMs on Instagram and told her she thinks that it's stupid for women over 30 to wear colored hair. So that's the whole reason why you got upset with Tammy for asking you who did your nails, because you was already mad at the girl. You was probably already wanting to snap at her. So that's the reason why they are beefing, apparently. Okay. Now I'm not understanding another thing that I'm not understanding. Jessica Dime calls Tammy a pass around bitch. I was like, what? She calls Tammy a pass around bitch. Now, if anybody's a pass around bitch, it will be Waka Flocka. I can see you calling Waka Flocka a pass around bitch, but I haven't heard anything about Tammy having multiple men and all this other type of stuff. So I was confused as to why she was calling Tammy a pass around bitch. And Tammy was like, girl, what you talking about? I've been with the same man for 5 years. What are you talking about? I'm a pass around bitch. I think she got Tammy confused with all of them other chicks who was sitting at that table, to be complete, with the exception of Rashida. Just saying, that whole Instagram beef sounded fake. Exactly, that sounded fake as fuck. Like, that was some childish ass shit. So y'all beefing over the fact that Tammy said that she thinks it's silly for grown ass women to wear colored hair. Okay, your opinion don't fucking matter about what I got in my head. I really didn't understand that whole beef. That's some childish ass shit in my personal opinion. But anyway, now, of course, Tommy's already feeling good. She feeling lovely. She feeling good. We all know it probably don't take but a little bit for Tommy to get drunk. So Tommy's like, she already upset with Jessica Dime for having this altercation with Tammy. So she's like, you know what? She's like, I can't believe this bitch. Talking about Jessica Dime. She's like, I can't believe this bitch. So Tommy picks up her wine glass and she throws the wine into Jessica Dime's face, hair, wherever the fuck the wine landed. But she threw this wine at Jessica Dime, and she basically told security to get her the fuck out of her wine tasting. She was like, I don't need no informants in here. I don't need no motherfucking, no fake ass people at my wine tasting. So she pretty much had security escort Jessica Dime out of the fucking building. Tammy should have just been quiet and let that whole bullshit play out. I mean, she just asked the girl who did her nails, though. I don't think anything was wrong with her asking who did her nails. I didn't find that to be shady. But again, that's me. I didn't find it to be shady for her to ask who did her nails. But I mean, I guess maybe I'm looking at it a little bit differently than y'all are. But I didn't look at it as being shady. But if that whole beef between them on Instagram actually did happen, it was kind of shady for her to, even, I wouldn't even had no conversation with Jessica Dime if we were beefing like that. I wouldn't have asked her who did her nails. So maybe it was kind of shady. Now, they throw Jessica Dime out of the wine tasting, of course. And lovely Mimi, like I said, lovely Mimi is so messy, all because of her. That's why all of this shit went down, because she decided to point Jessica Dime out and basically let everybody know that Jessica Dime was at Jocelyn's music video. Shay Tastic says she's full of it, though. She was sitting next to her the whole time and said nothing. True. She knows that Jessica doesn't like her, therefore no reason to address her at all. I agree with y'all. That's why I said now that I'm thinking about it, you're 100% right. Tammy shouldn't have even said anything at all to Jessica Dime. I 1,000% agree with you guys on that. You're right. I agree with you guys on that. Now, of course, lovely Mimi, messy ass, of course, she brings up Melissa's name. Now, we all know that Melissa is the mediator in the whole thing. Melissa is the person that tries to alleviate all of these beefs between these women. So she's the person that goes to them and tries to basically mediate the situation anytime there's any type of beef that's going on. So after Mimi heard that Melissa is the person who actually reconciled, help Jocelyn and Jessica Dime reconcile, she felt some type of way, because we all know that Mimi doesn't get along with Jocelyn after she accused CBJ of molesting Eva. We know that Jocelyn and Mimi will probably never have a relationship ever again. And Mimi feels some type of way because Melissa is supposed to be her friend, and she feels like Melissa's straddling the fence, and she's, kind of playing tit for tat between her and Jocelyn. So I wouldn't be surprised if I hear eventually, or if we hear eventually, that Melissa and Jocelyn probably laid down together before. I'm not trying to be funny, but I low-key think that Jocelyn and Melissa done laid down together before. Did anybody else think that? I do. Just saying. So Mimi's upset that Melissa's all in the middle of all of this stuff. Now, Tommy's mother shows up. We already know that she had a conversation with KK, basically saying that she wanted to invite her mother to this wine tasting, but she knew all of the beef that they had going on, and she wasn't really sure if she wanted to invite her mother. But her mother shows up to her wine tasting. Now, that's where the show ends. But it appears in the next episode that Tommy and her mother are going to be reconciling their relationship. That's what it appears is going to happen in the next episode. And I hope and pray that they do, because like I said, at the end of the day, you only get one mom, okay? And if the shit can be rectified, I think it needs to be rectified, in my personal opinion. But it appears that they're going to reconcile in the next episode, okay? Mimi in the next episode that we're going to see next week is going to find out that Stevie J is actually the father of Bonnie Bell. And we already know that Mimi already told Stevie J, you finna be playing house with this bitch again. Y'all finna be living together, but I can guarantee you that I do not want my daughter around her. And like I said, I can't even blame Mimi for that, because I wouldn't want my daughter around Jocelyn either. Did you see how Scrap called? Exact girl. Now I did see that cat, and I did leave that part out. But for those of you that didn't know, when KK came in, she actually had Scrap on the phone, and she let Scrap talk to Tommy. And I'm still trying to figure out, girl, how the fuck did you just, maybe, I don't know, maybe, can you call the fucking jail? I don't know. Maybe you told him to call at a certain time. I don't know. But, you know, she did have Scrap on the phone, and she let Scrap talk to Tommy. But I don't blame Mimi for telling Stevie J that she doesn't want Jocelyn to be around her daughter. I wouldn't want her to be around my daughter either, because if you're going to say some old fucked up shit like that and knowing that it's not true just to hurt this man, I don't want you around my daughter, because you're capable of doing any fucking thing. Any fucking thing. So I don't want you around my daughter. Carly Red is supposed to be getting revenge on Young Jock. Because, of course, now that Jessica Dime and got into this whole altercation with Tommy, of course, she's running back to Carly Red, and she's telling Carly Red about the fact that Tommy and Young Jock are fucking around with each other. They're dating and all this type of shit. So, of course, Carly Red wants to get back at Young Jock now. So, I don't know who that chick was. Can somebody tell me if you guys actually caught the preview of the next episode? Can y'all tell me who that chick was that was with Carly Red? Was it Young Jock's baby mama, or was it the girl who was the real estate agent? Did anybody pay attention to that on the next episode? Who was that girl that showed up to the club where Young Jock and Tommy were? Was it the girl who was the real estate agent, or was it the baby mama Cena? It was Cena? Okay. It was Cena. Gotcha. Because I couldn't really make it out. It was Cena. I mean, what? For what? Cena already basically told Young Jock that she fucking around with Rod, girl. I was like, what? Why? Why? You thought it was Jessica Dime Shay-tastic. I could tell it wasn't Jessica Dime. I could tell it wasn't Jessica Dime, girl. Yeah, because she had the name stored. LOL, what the fuck these people dry snitching, okay? Yeah, Jocelyn and did a whole lot of shit. So Melissa can only do so much mediation. She can do only so much mediation, but I'm not understanding why the fuck Carly Red showing up to this club to confront Young Jock with Cena. We already know that Cena and Young Jock, they not together, girl. Cena done told Young Jock she fucking around with Rod, and and Young Jock done told her how he done fucked what the fuck is her damn name? Shit. The one who claiming that Kirk is her fucking baby daddy. I can't think of a fucking name right now. But y'all, just a hot shitty mess. Jock likes the girls who don't get too many likes, okay? You are a hot mess. You are a hot mess, Leah. I think the women who've actually messed around with Young Jock are beautiful. I think they're beautiful. Exactly. Young Jock is one of those people that just want to hit it and quit it. Miss Gina said they're all passed around. Jasmine, that's her name. Jasmine. Yes, Jasmine. It's so many of these people on this damn show. Let me get some of my ice, y'all. Gotta get real ghetto-ish, yo. But yeah. But Yeah. So what did y'all think of last night's episode? Have you heard they're doing a Love and Hip Hop Miami? I haven't. Who's going to be on that? Who's supposed to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami? Let your girl know. Let your girl know who's supposed to be on Love and Hip Hop Miami. Can you tell me if Jocelyn is supposed to be leaving Atlanta to go to Miami so she can be on Love and Hip Hop Miami? They got a lot of people on the show. Too many. Who's the people? Who are the people that's supposed to be on the show, girl? Let me know. Ms. Jenna said it was okay. I need something major to happen. I do too. Thick Chick, do a graph of everyone that has inadvertently smashed everyone on the show. Okay, girl, it'll be a hot mess, Leah. Trina and Trick Daddy supposed to be on the show. Trina, Plies, and Trick Daddy. Wow. Now, girl, I ain't gonna lie. That shit actually happens. I'm gonna be watching that. Now, that's gonna be a show enough hot, shitty ass mess, girl. That's gonna be a show enough hot, shitty ass mess. I'm gonna fuck around and be anemic. I go to the store, y'all, and I buy these big ass cups of ice because y'all know I don't drink no juice, no soda, none of that shit. But girl, I be buying these big ass cups of ice, and I be getting it for my water, but I be eating this shit, girl. I be eating the fuck out of this shit. I can't help it, girl. I be getting it for my water, but I be eating that shit, and then it's that crushed ice. Girl, how can you resist that shit? I'm gonna fuck around and be eating it. Plies will make the show. Trina, Plies, and Trick Daddy, hot ass mess. Okay, Miss Anja, it definitely will be a hot mess. I've never seen an episode of Basketball Wives, Miss Gina. People have been asking me to watch that, but I've never seen an episode of Basketball Wives. Agnes said it was pretty boring to me. Too much unnecessary drama. Exactly. Queen Slapper, I would love to review Basketball Wives, but I'm too far behind. I don't even know what's going on. I have never seen an episode of it. That's all I ate through my pregnancy. Ice all day and night, girl. Has Tammy went in on Evelyn? Oh, girl, I know who Tammy and Evelyn is, but I've never watched an episode of Basketball Wives, so I will be so confused on what's going on. How many seasons of Basketball Wives are there? Can somebody tell me how many seasons of Basketball Wives are there? Maybe I can go back on a weekend or something and catch up on all the episodes. I would literally be watching episodes of Basketball Wives all fucking day if I was going to do that. Can somebody tell me how many seasons there are? Maybe I can go back and watch them. But that'll take me forever. That'll literally take me forever. Too damn many, girl. I ain't gonna be able to do it. Then maybe I can go back and watch it for my own personal enjoyment, but I highly doubt that I can go back and watch it and actually review the shit. Ain't no way in the hell. Oh no, I ain't gonna be able to do it, but I'll probably go back and watch it for my own personal enjoyment. Bow Wow and Lil Wayne's daughter plus T.I. and Tiny's daughter got a new show coming out. Really? Have you guys heard about this new reality show or this new show that's supposed to be coming out? It's supposed to be called The Life of Kylie. It's supposed to be a reality television show about Kylie Jenner. And apparently her sisters are upset about, well, not upset about it, but they're jealous about it because they feel like Kylie Jenner is getting too much attention right now. I mean, shit, y'all getting old, so y'all want to keep y'all name relevant. So you got to have the youngest of the crew, keeping the name alive. So they feel some type of way that Kylie Jenner is actually getting her own reality show. But I'm not going to lie, girl. I'm going to be watering my water that day. I'm going to be watering my water that fucking day, and I will not be able to enjoy it. Okay? I will not be able to indulge in the life of Kylie Jenner. Just saying. I really don't give a fuck. Or being Kylie Jenner, whatever the fuck the name of the show is. I don't know. Really don't care. Agnes said, girl, you're not missing anything on Basketball Wives. Yeah, they merged LA with Miami. What's up, Renee? How are you? That Basketball Wives good. You'll crack up. Kylie Jenner, are they going to be showing us how to get plastic surgery? Girl, you're a mess. it's going to be boring Kylie boring as fuck, and Kim been jealous of Kylie. I can believe it. I can definitely see them being jealous about the whole situation. Like I said, I'm going to be watering my water, girl. The baby mama. But yeah, look, y'all, I may be going live again tonight because I got some tea that I want to fucking dish. Y'all know Kylie Jenner got her this, the Kylie Jenner lip shit, and she also got eyeshadow. She got a makeup line, girl. She making a whole gang of coin with her makeup line. We all know that the mama gonna get them all a gig, girl. Y'all know the mama got all of them a gig. But look, I got some tea that I need to dish. So hopefully, maybe I'll be live again later on tonight. I'm not 1,000% sure. I don't know if I'm just gonna make a regular video or if I'm gonna go live. I may be going live, but girl, why are we promoting this boring chick, girl? We ain't promoting her, girl. Shit, her mama promote her enough, girl. What are we going to do to watch her do exactly? Steal other people's ideas like swiper, no swiping. Ooh, swiper, no swiping. Spill the tea. Now, girl, I can't spill it now, girl, because there are a lot of people who don't watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I can't spill it right now. But if you are in here, make sure, because a lot of people say that they don't get the notifications when I go live. If you're in here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and there's a little notification button next to the subscribe button that looks like a bell. Make sure that you check that bell, and what'll happen is you'll either get like a text message or you'll get some type of a notification in your email or something, basically letting you know that I am live. What are you talking about, Negro, please? Girl, I'm not going to spill the tea right now, because what's the point of me spilling the tea right now when I'm going to come back later and spill the tea? Most people don't watch your videos to the end, so if I spill tea right now at the end of this video, nobody's going to know about it. So I got to do the shit by itself, okay? Where did I get this hair from? I got this hair off of, what the fuck is that? samsbeauty.com. But yes, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new in here, hit the subscribe button. If y'all enjoy these ratchet reality television show reviews, show your girls some love and make sure that you ring the bell so you'll know if I'm going live again tonight or not. And make sure you follow me on Facebook. The link is in the description box. I'll see you guys later. Bye, family.